Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. Garlic is saying hello as well. Pretty excited to be here. And we are back in Sormedân, but we are ready to move now to Kighân. It's been a couple days since last I played. I might need a little refresher on a couple things, but nothing too major, nothing too bad. It's just that we need to find a way into Kighân properly, and I'm sure things will start coming back as we get along. If not, then I'll just need to review the previous episodes. As a matter of fact, as of the time of recording, I still have not uploaded any single video about the expansion into the channel yet, so I will need to review those anyway as I upload them. So again, nothing too major, nothing too big to worry about. It's just that, well, holiday season gets busy, lots of things to do, lots of things on my mind, on everybody's mind, I'm pretty sure. So that's why it's gonna take a couple weeks for me to start releasing these videos on the channel, and this has been a conscious choice, because if I were to go with my regular schedule, I would have released the very first video of the expansion on Christmas Day, and I'm pretty sure everybody's busy on Christmas Day and has lots of other things to do. So just to try to get a little bit more visibility to the videos of Kingdoms of Harad, I decided to wait a little bit before releasing those videos when everybody is fully settled down after the holidays and all that stuff. So now you know that's a choice that I made after I had started playing the expansion. Otherwise I would have mentioned this earlier, but well, it is what it is. Hope you don't mind too much me making these kind of choices sort of on the go. I don't know. I think the way I have decided to play the expansions ever since we caught up with the game is this sort of hybrid between immediate play and sort of delayed. So again, I hope it's not too distracting for every one of you. We'll see how it goes. Something that I plan to do on the holidays, I have not gotten to that one yet, but it's on the radar, would be playing the old Return of the King PC game with my son, playing cooperative. And I think I had mentioned this before, the fact that I've also always wanted to upload or record at least other kind of games for the channel, or maybe open a secondary channel and do it there. But things like the old EA games, the Return of the King, the Two Towers, or even the Vivendi games, the Fellowship of the Ring and the Hobbit, and the Shadow of Mordor, the Shadow of War games, the Lego games. I mean, there's still quite a few games that we can still get on the channel, and that's what I've been hoping to get. So yeah, I will be playing the Return of the King with my son, but I might also do a single player campaign, and if you're interested, you let me know. I can start uploading this kind of stuff on the channel. I had always planned to start maybe on either the Vivendi games, either Fellowship or the Hobbit, sort of going chronologically, or maybe do Shadow of War, its own thing, or the Lego ones. I mean, starting with the Return of the King is a little bit weird to me, but I can still record that one. I don't know. Ulishár takes a deep breath as he stares down the southward road.
Here the road winds south into Kijijan.
Kijijan.
The Ridge of Plenty.
The moor itself is a line of sheer hills that runs from east to west and serves as the southern hospitable boundary of the land its people name Shagana. Beyond the moor lies the Hakotaki River and the distant jungles of Avanisa, from where the Ordâkhai come. It is my understanding that Inkanush desires not to pass over the moor, but to visit the great libraries of Sajana, the city that guards the road across the ridge. That is where we must first go.
When I escaped from Amok's doom and fled homeward, I spent the last leg of my journey in the care of farmers at Sormedan,
A village to the south. I will never forget the kindness they showed to me. See how the fungal blight within Adagím encroaches upon this land? A nearby grove to the northwest is threatened even now, and should it fall to that creeping corruption, the people of Sormedan will be endangered. Can we seek unblighted seed pods and cull some of the trees that have already been infected at Shadak? As we pass their village on the way to Sajana, I would aid the farmers of Sormedan in memory of the kindness they showed me. We will meet up at Sormedan after the work of Shadak is complete, or as near as we can make it. The blight always returns, but that is no reason not to combat it. Okay. Pursuing the blight, that's gonna be there. But that's... I mean, the Sunk of Waves and Wind will take us there eventually, so I think we can take this sort of... I mean, it's not a detour, it's following the main storyline. It's just that feels like a detour because it was not our original goal, but shouldn't be that far. Gotta say, already this land, I don't know, looks promising, I guess. I like what I see. Of course, it's a welcome change of pace from the blighted lands of Adagím. And I hope that we can, of course, stop the blight from spreading into Kijijan as well. We have already found Merivile, one of the Meriviles, so we can sort of see where this is going. Radrock, fire, and all that, so we'll see. What I'm a little bit worried about, some of these mobs, I mean, most of them are 153, 154, but there are a couple of them that are a little bit higher. And I am worrying we might be a little bit under-leveled for this place, but as far as I have seen, we did everything we could in Adagím. Dangers in Kijijan, let me see. Shadak, we need to do how many of those? 14 again. I mean, we are still missing some of the locations in Adagím, but I also think, or at least hope, it is as Ulishár feared. The trees have been corrupted by blight from Adagím. I still hope that some of those locations we haven't visited yet are just places that we'll get to visit later as we hit the level cap and start working on dailies. And now that I mention it, I just remembered a few days ago, Kighân published a video about the dailies, the current endgame in the expansion, and I haven't watched it. Maybe if I had, I would already know if I missed something in Adagím or not, but it doesn't feel like it. We got the quest deed and all, and there were lots of stuff to do in there. It's just that to level 151. These guys are 154. I don't know. And Beriathan is 153. What am I doing? What am I only just 151 in this place? I don't know. Should I worry? Should I try and go back to Adagím and see if I had missed something? But what exactly? I mean, you saw that Nagaheri was a very dangerous place. We gotta avoid the blight woods. I mean, can you please stop it with the blight woods? Please, not. Can we please not do that? Oh, thank God, because I'm in a really tight spot. These guys are really wiping the floor with me. Christ. What am I doing wrong? I seem to be coming back on my feet. Oh boy, we pulled up Lightwood? No. That can't be good. God, I'm about to die. Of course I died. And if we die in here... Oh my God. At least we'll go out fighting, but... Yeah, that was never gonna work. I don't think so. So yeah, I will retreat. I mean, I wouldn't have been... it wouldn't have felt right if I had left Beriathan to his fate after he helped me and basically saved me from certain death. But why am I so underleveled? I mean, regularly I wouldn't worry about this kind of thing. But as we have been discussing before, landscape difficulty really makes being underleveled by 1 or 2 levels something to really worry about. Especially if you are fighting signatures or, I don't know, elites. That's a combination that's really dangerous. And it's something that we should ideally avoid. But this place in particular it's so full of those things that, I mean, how can we avoid them really? We do our best, but the truths attack. The roots attack you. The trees have a really short range. Oh, they are a little bit easy to miss. I mean, this place is so filled with both trees and roots. Oh my god. Please tell me that's not something we... Okay, well. We are back at it. Just gotta be a little bit careful. As Russell Good said, we just need to mind our surroundings. Just please, Vetivanu, don't stray too far. Don't alert the Blightwood. We don't need that. No, not again. We're coming down again. I mean, I think the best I can do is watch out for his health, and if it starts getting into dangerous levels, I just pull aggro. If I pull aggro right now, I don't know if I would be able to survive. And surviving is the name of the game right now. I mean, we obviously do more damage by fighting two of us. If I pull aggro too early and end up dying, that could be the end of both of us. We are not doing half bad right now. If we can avoid pulling any more of these guys, should be okay. I think it's the time now for me to survive the best way I can. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. I have my heals and I have all my cooldowns, and I didn't even use them all last time. Yeah. Nothing that bad. I don't know why that other Blightwood got us so hard before, because we are doing really good with this guy now. That wasn't half bad, as I said. This is another Blightwood, so ideally we just avoid this guy and look for regular horns instead of tempting fate, tempting luck again. Oh god. No, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. need to do it. I mean, yeah, that's not a good idea, I think. Just think, oh boy. I should be doing this early, but what? It seems that Tiwanu is strong enough to aggro from me. Had I not secured my aggro yet? Because if we're able to pull off like aggro swapping somehow, that could also work, but yeah, like so. I'm just to play a couple more bleeds and I'll get it off you now. Well, thank God he was here. I don't know what would I have done if I had to do this area on my own. Come on, can you please fire the guns I need you to fire? The masteries? Jesus, thank you. Now we just need one more route. Well, woe to you as well, good sir. And thank you once again. So, there is another guy here. Incorp looks to be, I mean, 155 hunter. 1, you are not under level for this. 2, I would assume you have better DPS than me. I'm really not sure. What's the consensus on the hunter update? That happened while I was away from the game. And I really, have not seen enough to be able to discern, I mean, how well received this has been, how much of an impact it had on the class. I mean, I have a hunter, but it's like level 32, and I haven't played that hunter in like 3 years. So yeah, I'm not the one to say how good our hunters are right now, but a level 155 hunter should be doing way more damage than myself at level 151 with blue gear and fearless difficulty. That sounds like a contest. There's no contest there to be had. Hunter should be outwaving me at every turn, so. All that is to say, my best wishes to all of you who are still in that swamp. I hope I don't have to come back here for a while at least. And I hope that this first quest hub will give me enough things to do to get me to level 152, 153 even, if we're lucky. I still can't let go of the... I'm still wondering, did I miss something in that game that would have taken me, or that would have given me a couple more levels at least? And am I overthinking this maybe? Hopefully, but it's just like... Look at this. What chance do I have against... against this kind of enemies? I mean, even if I level to 152, I'm gonna still be finding red enemies and an orange. Oh, come on. Out in Kijijan, this is Sormedân. So, you watchman here, if you can take this guy off my back, thank you. I mean, he's doing pretty good. He's doing impressively well, I would say.
Riches chase you, friend.
Naga Jedis, yeah. We need to discover that somehow. But okay. The Elder.
Yes, I know where Kabak is, but he's not here, and I do not know you.
I will offer you a fair deal. Help our people with some of their troubles, and I will know you mean both Kabak and us no harm. Do that, and I will tell you where he has gone. Okay. We do not know you, but in Sormedân we judge everyone by their actions rather than their words, outsiders and Kijani alike. Sormedân is not free from its share of troubles. Senjar, Kighân, and Ulishár have each come to me recently beset with problems. Speak with these villagers, assess them with their troubles, and I may have further information to aid you. Okay, so we got first 30 quests. No wonder here, 9 locations to visit. Okay. You, what do you need to do?
Sormedân is growing, and we have precious few trees here. Much has been flattened for farmland and orchards.
The trees of the Molder Grove are violent, attacking any who pass near it. I believe we can solve both of these problems with one axe. Would you go to the Molder Grove, cut down the trees, and harvest what wood of theirs is not warped and twisted? These trees could still prove useful to Sormedân.
The trees are unnatural in Adagím, restless and malevolent, with an ill will toward men and beasts.
There are precious few who see more into Adagím than we here in Sormedân. The trees are unnatural, they're restless and malevolent, with an ill will toward men and beasts. There is a rot in Adagím that long have we spent our energy pushing back. Recently, that rot has moved fully to our outskirts. There is an orchard overtaken with this rot not far from here, the Molder Grove. Some call it Shadag. By any name it's evil, a source of the rot flooding in from Adagím. There the trees have made their camp and seek to spread that rot further into Kijijan. We cannot allow that. The whole of Kijijan relies on our orchards and cattle. If that rot comes any closer, I fear not just for our lives but for all of Kijijan. Will you go to the Molder Grove, burn the afflicted saplings of the malevolent trees, that the rot not spread further into Kijijan? God, I was just there, and that was just such a pain to do. Ah. Yes, there is a way you can help. It is the bees. They have gone mad, driving me and my son from their hives.
Saraz Zarodan, outsider. I tend to the bees and the orchards here. Well, I used to.
We have been unable to gather any honey for some time now. This new Dark Queen of the Bees has turned the workers and the warriors violent, aggressively stinging any of us that go to gather from their honeycombs. While you are moving to defeat her, if you could gather what honey you find from the honeycombs of Ordâkhai, I would be appreciative. It has been several months since we received any honey from them, and our food is more meager without the bounty of the bees.
I work the land. For many years, the orchards and the bees have both been kind to my family and our village.
But I have a moment of your time, outsider. I work the land, and for many years the orchards and the bees have both been kind to my family and our village. But recently that has all changed. We have long worked with the bees of Ordâkhai, growing their hives and taking a share of their honeycomb to feed our families. However, a new Dark Queen recently took root, driving out the former queen. The bees are newly aggressive, stinging us if we even go near their hives. We rely on their honey to feed our families and to trade with others for their goods. This winter will be a harsh one indeed if the hives remain close to us. Will you defeat this new queen? I managed to save the existing queen, though she was injured. Defeat the new queen and I will be able to return the old queen back to her proper place in the hive.
Well, you look like a hero. I'm a hero too, although my dad says I can't fight yet. But I can. Well, I did. I lost my weapons.
I went with my dad to get honey from the bees, but then the bees started stinging my dad and we had to run away. Sometimes heroes have to run away, my dad says, and he is absolutely right. Anyway, I lost my sword and my shield, and Fang, he's a lion, so he's fearsome, and he comes with me on my adventure so I am not lonely, and he protects me, but who is going to protect him? Could you get Fang on my sword and my shield so I can be a hero again just like you? So Fang is, I assume, a wooden toy? Because otherwise I don't see how he didn't protect you first. Luraka, there we go.
Silver into gold.
You want to help? My cattle are ailing and my list of chores long. I will take whatever aid you are willing to give, outsider.
You want to help? There is much to do here, and I will accept all the aid you're willing to give.
Germana is correct. There is much for us to do in Sormedân and few with the knowledge or will to do it. I myself am beset with travels, restless trace to the north, scavenging Jasgai to the south. Nary a day passes without an attack on one of my herd. I have much to do for myself, but I can scarcely think about that when the herd needs food and water, tending and nurturing. Would you be willing to help?
There are several stricken cattle that we take care of here. It is not just their bodies that we nourish, but their spirits as well.
Elder Germana has prepared a salve to aid the stricken cattle. Would you gather the salve from her and give it to the injured cattle? They are quite out of sorts and could use a soothing touch.
What can I do for you?
Luraka asked you to deliver the salve. Well, it is good to see you are helping those in Sormedân. Yes, I have it here. Please distribute it as Luraka sees fit. Alright. So maybe we can do a couple things before we go back to that grove. I would appreciate that.
Your errand has put a smile on my face, and that is no small thing in these dark days.
The seed pods you have brought me escape the corruption of the blight, and that means they can be safely replanted further from Adagím if that prove necessary. I have not given up hope that Hooded One can find a cure for the blight, but until she does, we must remain practical. That was always my brother's advice, and now it must be mine as well. The folk of Sormedân greeted me warmly, but they seemed less friendly towards your companions. Glorfin de la Ninkanush. I know not the reason for it, but the farmers give them a wide berth. It is quite unlikely the people of Sormedân to be so reserved.
Are the people of this village frightened of us?
It did not seem so elsewhere in Shagana. For what reason might they fear us here? It cannot be that they have never seen elves before, for Ulishár is known to them and they greeted him warmly.
This is not my first journey in these lands, for I ventured south seeking tidings of Sauron long ago.
Much I learned in the lore vaults of Sajana, and it is there I wish to return. Let us not tarry in this farming village when there is knowledge to be gained in the libraries of the City of Gates. But Glorfindel is not as accustomed to receiving such sour looks as I am. Distrust accompanies me in the south even as it does in the north, but he is an elf lord and travels fewer roads than I. What would old Barleyman have to say of Glorfindel, I wonder? Speak to one of these farmers and assure him that Glorfindel means him no harm, and at any rate our business will speed us along shortly. The people here have nothing to fear from us. Sure thing. There's one also a picture of my new traveling party, my new companions. I mean, we have worked with Gandalf, Mithrandir, Incanush before, but have we traveled together like this before? I'm not sure. I mean, during the War of the Ring. But in a quest like this, I can't be sure really. And Glorfindel is always good company, of course, and Ulishár. We'll see, but I mean, he looks like a good sort as well. My neighbors and I mean to cause no offense, stranger, but Tuaz wrings his hands apologetically. This elf you are with has a presence about him we have never encountered before. The Kintai who dwell in the forest to the north rarely emerge, but those that do, such as Ulishár, have not his bearing. Is it rude to ask the age of an elf, as it is to ask of a man grown? For this elf seems of an ancient kind, older even than the bones of the land. If you and he are friends of Ulishár, then I will trust your word that you hold no ill will toward us. Reassure my neighbors of this, and we will speak again, for there is something else that troubles me. Okay.
Shakeli Lezara Joradi.
Jormena sent you to do this rounds, did she? I do have something I have been complaining to her about, come to think of it. I cannot sleep. A terrible racket keeps puncturing my restless dreams.
This past fortnight, I've gotten precious little sleep. A horrible voice shrieks out at night.
I believe these sounds come from the Blade Horn. Some know it as Bâdrasag. It is an ancient fortress. There is the stench of evil about the place. I don't want to send anyone there, as I believe the place contains only foul beasts with an ill will, but I long for a full night's sleep. Would you investigate the Blade Hold and determine what cursed creature is making that sound? I would be very much in your debt. Moroval? I mean, we have found already one, at least one, so there is reason to believe there could be more. And they have really horrible shrieks as well. So that's what I think. All right. 2 people reassured. What now? We will trust you then. I hope you will be able to help us as we helped Ulishár recover from his plight several months ago. If you are his friend, you are a friend to Sormedân, no matter how frightful the bearing of your companion. It is the custom of the farmers of Sormedân to let their herds graze upon the fields of Kijijan. Pursuit of the longer grasses sometimes brings the cattle many hours or even days away from home, but it has been too long since one of my neighbors has returned. Rokasar is his name, and when we last caught sight of him, he drove his cattle in the direction of Bâdrasag, the Blade Horn. That place has a dangerous reputation and he knows better than to bring his cattle so close. but I can think of no good reason he has not come back to Sormedan. Would you look for him by Bâdrasag to the southeast and quell whatever dangers you find there? Yeah, that's the place. Yeah, it looks really menacing, for sure. So we will be heading there, but I'm thinking might not have time today for that, so maybe we'll do the beast first?
Shakeli Lezara Joradi.
You have spoken with each of them? That is welcome news indeed. See that the villagers' needs are met, and I will tell you what I know of Kavak's whereabouts. I suck with so many of those names. I'm so sorry. It's not my intention to butcher them, but they are really difficult. Well, let's see what we can do about the bees. Not the bees. and then we'll see if we have more time for something else. Okay, the cattle. I see. This is not for the bees. This is for the cattle. So, not the bees indeed. Not in the way I meant. And I hope you really don't mind my corny jokes every once in a while. I just can't resist. Jackal, okay. You're going down, buddy. You gotta go down. Oh, come on. Wasn't I fast enough, really? Yeah, there's plenty of stuff to do. But if I can help it, I will leave the trees and the fortress for last, because those two sound like the more dangerous ones. Let's see if I can get at least one more level. Buckets of water. I still need one. Okay. Okay, I guess now we can go for the bees. I hope. So we get you some water, we get you some grass, and we apply the salt. Bella is strangely calm, as though she knows a secret she isn't willing to tell. You know I love when we get description for the animal's thoughts and attitudes, so maybe we get a couple gems in this one too. Blossom narrows her eyes, then gives you a look of stern approval. Butters moves in appreciation, then goes back to sleep. Okay. Bailey looks at you distrustfully, as though you have wronged him previously. Biscuit moves happily, enjoying the sunshine. Okay, these two return to Ordâkhai we can do later. And not as funny as some of those other animals we've got a chance to meet before. But they had their moments. Hopefully these bees will not sting as hard as the wasps in Gundabad. Well, the bees in Gundabad, they were not even wasps, but they hit so hard, it was a pain fighting them, for sure. Bee Slayer of Kijijan, oh my god. We need to fight a lot of bees then, I assume. How many? 1 out of 50. I mean, I hope that we get relatively soon, when one of the new patches, separate tabs for all the regions. Adagím, Kijijan, and Sheruan. Still don't know what the other is. Don't remember, because having them all in just one tab for Murjala, no. That's not good. Ah, the jackal. These guys can hit quite hard. 3 levels below them. And I just hope the bees will be a little bit less hard hitters. And if we need to fight... Okay. I might be able to do them one by one. Because I still don't trust their stings. Their color too, that looks awful. Defeated beasts. Okay. I mean, part of me really wants to try my luck with the bees. But I have already died once, so... a miscalculation could really set me back more than I am willing. You have discovered Medan Makai. Just like I thought. For God's sake. I mean, even 3Vs was a little bit too much. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Really gotta be careful not pulling more. Let's take a look at this. I mean, this doesn't look good. I worry that we don't have enough time to spare to do the bees. It's a shame because I was really hoping to do this before the end of the episode, but it seems highly unlikely seeing how tightly packed that place is. So I guess that's something that we better leave for the next one. I guess this is the end of today's episode, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.